We got some NBA breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Out there, we're talking about an NBA trade to start off the NBA offseason. Now, first of all, if you do not know, yes, teams that are not in the playoffs or finals, the Pacers or the Thunder, they can't make trades right now. They're in the finals. It'd be crazy if you could, but you're in the finals, you can't do that. All the other teams, all the other 28 teams in the NBA, they can pretty much start up the offseason as soon as possible. And guess what? That's exactly what the Orlando Magic and the Memphis Grizzlies decided to do right here, right now, probably about an hour or two ago. People are still reacting to it on Twitter. So if you're not on Twitter, you better jump on Twitter. The trade is the Grizzlies are sending Desmond Bain to the Orlando Magic. Yes, to the Magic, that same Magic team. And they're getting back Kentavious Caldwell Pope, Cole Anthony, four unprotected first round picks and one. Let me take a look because I got it up right now because I just scrolled through it on freaking social media, and one pick swap if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure the picks are unprotected though. For that's how you kick it off. You kick it off like that. So what's my thoughts on it? As I'm gonna keep looking for what's my thoughts on. Here's my thoughts on it. One, I'm not surprised. Let's talk about the Grizzlies side of things. The Grizzlies were in a very interesting situation in general, in my personal opinion. And the reason why I said that is because after they fired their coach, and we come into the all season with not a real good coach or so. Not only not having a good coach or so, they got swept in the playoffs by the Thunder, by my Thunder, of course, and that's not what I cared about. I cared about what they was planning on doing after because that was more important. John Morant's on a big contract, Jaren Jackson Jr. is on a big contract, and even Desmond Bain. So they're three-headed monsters on big contract. But we just watched John Morant coming back from injuries this past couple of seasons. One injury and some are injuries, and the other one was the being suspended for doing dumb stuff. Whatever, no problem, right? We come into this new season, the 24-25 season, where they completely changed their offense to something different that I think John Morant really did not enjoy the play because that's not his play style. He didn't really like it that much, but I don't know. They changed that up, fired the coach, and then in the playoffs, whatever happens, right? The problem was that these three guys are on a heavily built contracts. They are on max contracts pretty much. And it was like, what kind of wiggle room do you have for the Grizzlies? I mean, Grizzlies, what kind of wiggle room do you have? And it was 4 unprotected first round picks and 1 pick swap. So, oh boy. Anyway, it was kind of difficult to see what the Grizzlies could do to balance that. It's kind of just how are you supposed to balance something like that? And they really couldn't. It was the idea has always been thrown out there that they're going to make a trade. We just didn't know who. I didn't know if it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be Jaren Jackson Jr. because I was like, that's their defensive big man. I don't think they're going to trade their defensive big man like that. Quite honestly, I was leaning more towards Jaw. I was like, well, Jaw's been out. He's been getting injured a lot. He's been in and out the lineup, and it seemed like both Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson Jr. are doing their own thing, developing on their own way without John Morant in the lineup. I'm not saying they're a better team without him. I'm just finding it interesting, especially with Scottie Pippen Jr. and what he did in the playoffs. That kind of up his values. Like, you got to bring that back. That's a nice key player off the bench. So the fact that the idea now was to get Kentavious Caldwell Pope and Cole Anthony, that kind of feels like that they won't be able to afford Scottie Pippen Jr.'s contract. So Scottie Pippen Jr., he's a free agent. I'm pretty sure he's a free agent. So and now it's like he's available because they're going to have Cole Anthony, unless this Grizzly front office is not done making crazy trades. And I don't think personally, I don't think they're going to go into a rebuild. But we've seen crazier stuff happening in the past couple seasons, so I don't think that's going to happen. Could it happen? 1,000%. 1,000%. Will it happen? I can see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. I just think they made this trade to get a bigger body out there because both John Moran and Desmond Bain, I think they both like 6'3" apiece. So they wanted to get a bigger body out there, and Kentavious Pope did do that. He's 6'5", 6'6". 3-and-D guy who doesn't need the ball in his hands, so this leaves the offense to be more John Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. And then Cole Anthony is whatever he can provide for you off the bench. And you think is just scoring off the bench was something I thought Scottie Pippen brought that, but This is gonna be interesting all season for the Grizzlies in general. While on the Magic side of things, trading for Desmond Bain and giving up all those picks, well, let's be honest, not a lot of people signing to the Orlando Magic. The Magic has to go out there and make these big trades. We're just watching the postseason to where their 3-point percentages is just completely dead. I mean, they're not good at 3-point shooting. You got Pablo and Franz. I think those two guys are your key pieces. Y'all know me. I feel like Pablo's going to be a top 5, top 3 point power forward within the next few years anyway, minus injuries, of course. So and then Franz, he's playing really well too. It's just his 3-point shot just disappeared. I don't know what happened, but it just disappeared. So you got those two guys, both 6'10s, that can handle the ball, that can score. And then for Pablo's case, he's getting better and better. And then Franz is getting better too. He's got to get his 3-point shot better back. And you got those two guys, but now everything else around him needs to be more something. Desmond Bain gives him that more something. He's a 3-point shooter. He's been shooting he is making 800 three-pointers in his career. And he's been shooting about between 40 and 42% for the past 5 seasons. Perfect. That's exactly what they need. They can slide that in there. I'm assuming it's either Jalen Suggs is taking that starting point guard position, or it's going to be Anthony Black. One of those guys are taking that starting lineup. I think either that or one of them might get traded. And reading from the reports and stuff, it seems like the Orlando Magic front office is trying to do win now mode, which I'm not surprised because I think they got their foundation is just getting the correct pieces around them. Shooting is an important thing for this team, especially 3-point shooting. It's very important for this team. I think an upgrade from the big man position. I think Wendell Carter Jr. I think he's been solid for them, but I think they're going to try to upgrade that to who knows what. If the match is going to be this aggressive because they feel like the team is right there knocking on the door, that's what we're going to see. I also feel like the East, especially the East, I think the East is going to be more on the Pacers made the playoffs. I mean, that made the finals. And they look at the Pacers team. They're like, we got a team that could beat that team. So we're going to make a certain amount of trades. We're doing a certain amount of things to get players that can match the Pacers. That's what I'm thinking. That's what's going to happen. I think this year, especially in the East coming into the offseason, I think there's going to be a whole lot of the Pacers was able to get this. We can do this. The Knicks got that far. We can do this. It's going to be interesting in the East. I'll say that right now. I think it's going to be interesting. Whether the Pacers win or not in the finals, who knows? I think moving forward, the East is going to be a whole bunch of, they did it. We can do it. We're a better team. We just need pieces A, B, C, and we're good. That's what I think. That's my personal trade. Who wins this trade? Quite honestly, I'm going with the Magic so far. I think, like I said, it's a big question mark to what the Grizzlies are planning on doing because I'm pretty sure this is not just one trade. I feel like they probably got a few more. If Ja Morant or Jaren Jackson gets traded, one or the other, or even both, crazy enough, both of them, then we kind of know what the Grizzlies are thinking long-term wise. Now, if they make a crazy trade, maybe we don't see nothing because we don't know what the front office are doing. They're always calling while we're up here recording videos and we're chilling at react to one trade. They're calling trying to get other trades. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. Yeah, it's about to be a crazy offseason, y'all. Y'all lock in. Get to following your favorite YouTubers, follow your favorite content creators, follow your favorite NBA guys because this is just the beginning. It's gonna get crazier. I can see y'all next time.